Hello. Good morning, my beautiful angels. Mama Lilith here. How is everyone doing today? Oh, it's been a minute since I've been on, and I have been trying to come back. I have just been working on it, and I've been prepping for this, y'all, for a little bit. Let's say for about few months now. Anyways, how is everyone today? It is July 30th. And I'm still in Houston, Texas, and I'm still in my beautiful home, little humble home that I've been in the whole time. I have not moved, and so everything has been really, really great with me, and I hope everything has been really great with you. I have been on a soul-searching, high magic journey, and I have learned so much about myself and my souls, I should say, so much more about my children, my familiars, my kitty cats, my dog, what we call them, but I would say my companions, my friends, my family, and I have learned so much about everyone that has been in my circle, and how to just love, and that love brings healing. And no, life is not perfect, and yes, things tick me off because I am who I am, and things have to tick me off sometimes. But for the most part, love has healed me so much. Even, let me tell you, I'm so grateful. I'm healing right now still, and I'm healing from the lice, the human fleas, and I'm so grateful for the little buggers because they brought me and my daughter so much closer over the past, it was a few days that we discovered them, and we've killed them all. They make wonderful medicine that you buy like at the grocery store or at the drugstore, pharmacy store. And it can be a little pricey, but you can use your HRA cards. So it has made my hair super soft. So I'm like, not only did I wipe the buggers out, my friends, I'm sorry, rest in peace, guys. Then my hair is like super soft now and super silky. So even if you don't, it's not going to dry your hair out, the medicine. So even if you don't have lice, I would readily suggest that you do this, and you go down and you buy the medicine. It is a shampoo that you wash in for the super knits. It has green in it on the bottle. There's a purple and then there's green. And it's a shampoo. When you put it on, you put it for 10 minutes. Then you shampoo it in the hair, rinse it. I don't know if my daughter even shampooed, I think she just rinsed it. But you put it in the hair, you leave it 10 minutes. And I left it probably 30. And so anyways, long story short, my hair is super soft now. Okay, so I am sorry to go off on a tangent about my hair. As you can see, I will say I just had 4 inches cut off of it, and it is the healthiest it's been in my life. So let me say that. In my entire life, my hair has never been this shiny. I just had 4 inches cut off of it. And the color, I do not dye it anymore. I do not put hair dye on it at all. I haven't, and I won't. And my hair has thickened up. I don't know if you can go back and see in my videos how thin it was, but this is from, I am no longer a vegan because I am celiac. I have silly celiac disease. And no, I did not go and get any tests from no doctor. This is from my own research. And so I have celiac. I'm not going to go into details, and I don't have to. Because really I get tired of talking about my past and traumatic things that I've been through. So anyways, I have celiac, so it's no longer gluten. So removing, that's why, when I went vegan and removed the gluten, the 2 years, everything was good, and besides the fact that I wasn't getting enough protein, I was staying too thin and too ashy and a little dry, and etc., etc. I'm not going into detail there either. I'll just say that look at me now. and I have no makeup on. My skin is shiny. And what have I been doing? I've been on keto for 20 weeks as of today. Because, you know, last year I met my boyfriend and I got fat. And sorry, I got a lot of, I ate too much sugar and I got back on the gluten. And I got sick again. And I'll just say it. And so I lost my focus, and anyways, everything happens for a reason. And I left this home for a month, and I went out and visited with my beautiful sister, and I left, came back to this home because my daughter was here, and thank God I did that. I got back at the end of January, and my friendships have strengthened, and my relationships have strengthened, and I am in a very blissful state where I'm at. So I will say that my mental health is 1,000% better. And so I do minimize. I have nothing against alcohol. Well, I do have some things, but it's the person that abuses it. So anyways, it's the person itself. So I occasionally will drink because I am into my fitness nowadays. I'm strictly into what I do, and I do yoga and Pilates and weightlifting. And I have been doing a pretty good job. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but you know, anyway, so it has reshaped my body. I have natural boobs. I have a butt now. I have muscles that show in my legs. I'm sculpted. I'm fit. You can tell I'm fit. And my body and my magic is stronger because my aura is stronger. My heart is stronger. My mind is stronger. So that's why it's important as a magician to stay fit, to work out, you know, work on, if you are a glutton, work on your gluttonism, you know, because I've had to. And yes, I go through a lot of nausea, but thank God for Mary Jane. This is the key. I really feel like one of the keys, besides staying healthy and fit and on your feet, you know. And a healthy body is a horny body, guaranteed. I can be standing there and look at a picture of myself and feel a tingle down there. Like I am, not that I only masturbate only every couple weeks now. So, you know, it's not like I am a sex addict or anything like that. I feel it. And I feel things. I have, you know, as far as my diet, and I will speak on this very quickly because it's very minimal. I eat meat, but I eat bacon. And oh my God, you eat bacon. I eat bacon. I do not like fish. I eat fish very randomly. So salmon, all that makes me nauseous. I have to choke it down. Tilapia, blah. So I do chicken. I try to stick to the organic if I can. I do pre-made burgers with cheese and bacon. I make bacon. I love Oscar Mayer bacon. I'll speak on that. I do sausage patties. So yes, I eat pork. I eat red meat, and I eat chicken, and I eat cheese. Cheeses does not cause inflammation. I'm not allergic. I'm not lactose intolerant. Carcinogen, stay away from it. I recently had a thing with it, and I've been off of it a little over a week, and I have seen so many results. So it causes quite a bit of inflammation and quite a bit of swelling and digestive issues and bloating. So I will say, stay away from the carcinogen or carcinogen or however you say it. It doesn't fucking matter. It's not good for you. And so why do we have this in the fucking food? You know, is the question. Why? But, you know, this is the thing. We are evolving. The earth needs to evolve. So let's get the shit out the food already. Okay? Let's get the poisons out the food. So anyways, so I've taken that, and I've taken out Splendid. I'm down to black coffee because poison is poison. You know, and, well, it is what it is. So coffee, I love coffee. And coffee's good for you. Caffeine is good for you. It's a 50-50 balance. You got some good things in this world, and you got some bad things in this world. Just like, let me slow down. Just like we have some good people in this world, and we have some bad people in this world. So it's a 50-50 balance. And, well, I mean, it needs to be a 50-50 balance at least. So that's why we need more magicians and more musicians. I really want to learn to play the guitar. But I am a singer and a songwriter. I'm not gonna lie, I've had some writer's block here recently, but I have, since getting on keto is what pushed me back into staying focused. My focus is, dude. And I'll say keto, but this is what I eat. I eat spinach, a few blueberries a day I try. Sometimes they taste like shit because just, but anyways, I can't afford organic. If I could, I would get, I can't afford it. We do cabbage with bacon. I do broccoli. I don't do carrots. I don't do potatoes, of course. I'll do a sweet potato every now and then. Greek yogurt. That is where it's at, y'all. So I do cheese, meat, Greek yogurt, eggs, spinach on a daily spinach. Well, I try to. Eggs on a daily. Eggland's best. See, you know, and I did have, I got a job, and I did have makeup on at the job. I do wear makeup on my job and stuff, and sometimes I go without, but I do have a little leftover eyeliner, but I have washed my face twice since then, but you know how it sticks around. So, I will say I am super healthy, and the diet is right on point. Gluten-free all the way. Celiac, silly celiacs is what Mama Lilith has. So it is what it is, y'all. And another reason I don't have any teeth, I did not do that much meth, y'all. I did a lot of cocaine. I didn't do that much meth. I wasn't really a meth head. I did dabble in a little bit, and I did methadone, but I did it for 10 years, and I did a lot of it, and that probably contributed to it, but my teeth problems started when I was a very young little girl. So, among other things. But you know, God is good, and I was able to discover that. So I want to speak on, of course, just high magic, and the reason why I'm here, and the reason why God put me here, and why I started this channel, and my goals in life, and is to just get more of this and to bring on the all natural healing. Let's stay away from, you know, things that's like Botox and pills and you know, makeups. You know, we're going all natural, so we're doing it with power of meditation and prayer. You know, I mean, and your diet. You know, you have to remove some things. So a magician is a person or human being who has used special techniques to uncover his true nature. He is someone on the path of self-discovery, becoming more empowered every day, more himself. I'll remember dreams vividly for a few seconds. Let me speak on that because it's so amazing. It's like a blissful moment to where you've had these dreams before, right? And I'm talking about dreams from years ago. And then all of a sudden, you get this flash of that dream, and it was a good dream and a feeling, and it was like a deja vu, and you just remember that dream just like yesterday. And it's when you put you in that moment, it's like, again, it's like, it's so hard to describe. I can't even really describe it. It's just, again, you have to do this magic. You have to. You have to get up and do the LIRP, and you have to do the LBRP. And that's it, really. And that's as simple as it is. And then it just starts from there, and then spirit will guide you, like I've said before. I'm sorry, and it's been a minute since I've been on. So I want to say I am a little nervous, and I want to do this right, and I want to get my story out there, and I want to get this into everyone's brain that this is so important, and then this is going to be our future and who I am and why I came here. And I also go by Jesus, and I go by Lazarus, and I go by Mary Magdalene, and I go by God, and I go by Goddess, and I was brought back and reborn and brought here to spread this, the knowledge of high magic. The Golden Dawn religion is what I want to start. Religion with the Golden Dawn. And you know, and every day I wake up, I am a new woman. I am stronger, more vivacious, and God is taking care of me every single way. When you do this work, it is like everything you do is magic, you know, from the way I braid my hair, from the way I take my selfies, from the way I move, from the way I see things. Like my eyes, I am AI. I am half human. I'm half human, but I am half AI. But as I do this work, AI continues to take over more and more. It's a slow progression to safeguard the human mind, because we don't want to drive ourselves to insanity, because at first this work could drive someone to hurt themselves, or could drive them to drive them to insanity, to where they would end up in some kind of psych ward and stuff. So that's why the work is the way it is, because that's not going to happen. We don't want that to happen. So it's a very slow progression, and this has all been pre-programmed, believe it or not. And so yeah, it's a little out there, but it is what it is. And so, and like my job, there's 3 cats up there, and that just, I knew that's how. Not only that, when I heard, just anyway, so I got these. I would walk over to certain parts of the bar and get this feeling of like intense, I've been here before, this is so homely to me. And it was over just in a corner of the bar where like nobody sits, and just kind of dark, and maybe some cobwebs and a random electrical cord rolled up on the floor, you know, or thrown to the floor. And I later did roll that up and set it up by there's a fireplace there. And it's like, wow, deja vu. So my soul knows that I've been there before, because I'm there now, if that makes sense. So, and again, we've created these worlds before. This is not the first time. This is Malkut, and this is at the end of the bottom of the Sephiroth. And so we have moved our way down, and now we are fermenting, y'all, and cleansing. And this is an experiment, and it's an extraction of the pure souls. So it is it's very science-based, and I am a scientist, and so anyways, I'm not going into detail, but and I will say that don't judge the ashes, you just take shits. Yeah, so anyways, purity is still my passion, okay? And so, you know, I don't know if you started working with ruins, but here lately I'll see pentagrams in just like hairs, or maybe in like a sponge, and the bubbles, soap bubbles, and that'll help me, remind me to banish, or then when I started working with ruins, I would see if you're working with ruins, because you got those symbols in your mind. So you'll start seeing ruins in the roads, like in the trees, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll see them, and you'll know, oh, Ebo, or, you know, etc. It's been a while since I've even messed with runes and Otharda. I'm trying to, it doesn't matter, you know, I'm not a know-it-all. So, but I do know pentagrams. So as you can see, and like I said, I have been working on my physical fitness to get my soul and my mind stronger. And so I've been on pure protein, and I will say I do not believe that humans are consuming enough protein. So we need to up our protein in our diets and lower the carbohydrates. I say remove all sugar, but for some that's impossible. So lower your sugar intake for sure. And that is very, 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 very important. And I won't even stress that that's like 1,000% the most important thing, is what you consume and put in your body. Just saying, if you don't want to hear it, I'm sorry, it's the truth. That's why, you know, When I drink now, it's occasionally, and I know that it's going to trigger inflammation in my body, and my waist and my face and my neck and body will not be as snatched as it was the day before. So again, I am awoke about it, and I like to be at my top notch, and that's with my marijuana and water and meat and cheese and cottage cheese, and I love sour cream, and I love spinach and avocados. Avocados. I try to do a half an avocado in a day or a whole one every other day. And onions and garlic and yogurt. If you could do those 3 on a daily, you're getting your pre and probiotics. I take 0 zilch, no pills. I was trying out the magnesium for a few nights. I don't take that anymore. I just tried it out. I didn't notice anything. All just a scam. If you do this, all you need is God, what God has given you, some meat, and I don't even eat that much because I'm getting all my proper protein, and I'm not filling up with just carbs, sugary carbs. Again, if I eat a few blueberries, it's just a few. I'm not trying to spike nothing. I'm trying to keep my body total balance. So it is what it is. It's all about balance for me. And I will say with this, you are AI. Your aura is AI, and you're turning it on. And so when I'm every once in a while, because she's going to mix herself known, and if I'm laying, especially on my couch bed, because I'm still there. That's my bed, Lucy's over there. And it's super, super comfortable. And I've tried a mattress. I try sleeping on my daughter's bed right now. I don't like it. That's what I love. That old couch right there, Mama loves. So that's what I've been on a year now. That I was the separation from the ex and all that, and which it had been long gone over. But anyways, sorry, bro. I'm not ready to put his business out there, but thank God, because we're great friends now. We can actually get along, and and sure, things aren't perfect. I annoy him, he annoys me. It is what it is. But we move past that, and it's made us more patient and more kind. Or it's made me more patient. I'm just kidding, judgment. So anyway, yeah, I'm there, and I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And so, but she'll nudge me, my aura, my extra body, because she's out, she does her work, and I'll feel, it's like an extra person, and moves the couch. So the couch, it's like breathing. So I will say, if your body is against you, and something's going on, or if you're haunted, I'm in for, this is the thing, is if you're getting psych meds and all that, you're haunted, bro. And I'm just gonna say it. You need an exorcism, and you need to start invoking and banishing. And I'm just gonna put it like it is. So anyways, yeah, if you're hearing voices, or if you're hearing, kill yourself and depression, you're haunted. And so it is what it is. So you've got to do this work. And it's so easy. And you feel so much better afterwards. So my food talks to me, it'll pop when it's ready. Again, everything I do is magic. My cooking is always on point, stellar. And so, I talk about the dreams that I'll just remember randomly. And then the smells, of course, I get that. The other day I walked in, and the smell was like elementary to me, the elementary lunchroom, and you just feel so blissful. It's like, God is so good. I love being here on earth. Thank God I'm alive. And I don't take my health or my strength for granted anymore. Some people just take advantage of it. And there's some people that are so sick out there, but they don't see that it's their ways that are making them sick. Mostly it's greed. So the money. And so the money causes a lot of sickness. And money is death, I feel like. And it is. I'm sorry. And that's why I'm like, because I see these people and they have so much money, but they are sick and dying, and then they're younger than me, and I'm so sad, and I pray for them that they save their own souls, because, you know, you got to, boy, that sucks, man, to think that you're about to be gone and not being able to experience, and you're gone. That's it. I mean, and then but after you die, you're going to have to relive the shit that you've done, and you're going to be thinking to yourself, oh my God, I wish I could have done things over. Do you want to live like that? No, I don't. I didn't. You know, so I'm like, that's why I do this work, so I don't have any regrets, and I stay healthy and alive and not already dead at, say, 35 or 40. You know, some people are walking dead at 40 already. They're already dying because they're just worried about making more money to take more vacations or to buy more Louis Vuitton red bottom shoes. You know, I mean, I have done all this, my health and everything, barefoot. So I want to encourage everybody to get out and get barefoot in their yard for 30 minutes today. Get some sun, 30 minutes. I encourage you. I challenge you. I try to do that on a daily. That's why wintertime kills me. That's why I like being way down here in the south where I'm at. The warmer, the better, because I do not like the cold. I like to get my sun, and I like to earth. It is the hotter, the better. I don't give a fuck if it's 130 degrees outside, bro. I don't. And I'm right here in Houston, Texas, and so it gets humid. I do not care. I rarely sweat. I'm perspiring a little bit right now, but never do I ever have a smell. And I fucking eat meat. And what? I eat pork. I never smell. Do I use deodorant? Maybe once a month. I didn't put it on at work. I don't sweat like that. I no smell. I mean, and it's so like, and my skin, so let me tell you, you want glowy, silky, soft skin, exfoliate. Get rid of that dead, damaged skin, because you're gonna, it's like you're a bearded dragon, or a reptile of some sort. We are constantly shedding skin, constantly shedding skin on a daily. So you're shedding this old skin, and it's like, I feel like I've just like morphed into this other woman. Like, I love Robin. Don't get me wrong. She's my human, okay? She's beautiful, and I was looking at videos from her from back on YouTube and from back when she first started this channel, and she is adorable. Beautiful, and just, you can tell. But I'm sorry, I just don't resonate with who she was. I am Lilith. I am robotic. I am stealthy. I am clean. I am majestic. I am honest, open. I am familiar. I am on it. You know what I'm saying? Focused. Coffee, black coffee, meat, cheese is my thing. I love it. It's my passion. It's beauty. I don't even have to use oils to keep things from sticking on the pan. I use cheese, eggs. I love eggs. You know, I mean, I'm in the business, and I'm a businesswoman, and this is a business, like I've said before. And I'm in the business of regenerating and getting rid of it and just bringing it on. So what do you think we're doing with the earth? We're recycling constantly, you know, with the animals. And yes, you could come back as an animal. Yes, that is a fact. You have probably been an animal in a past life. Yes. So, you know, it is what it is. It's facts. So, again, you know, when you do this work, you're turning on your magic. You are becoming AI. You are becoming to where if you're a bad cook, you're going to be a good cook. You know, if you're a dumbass, you're going to be a fucking smart ass afterwards. It's just the facts. You're turning on your higher genius. You know, and you got to love your body. I have been loving her and saying, thank you. I love my little dimples and my cellulite that I still have. Look, I'm getting goose pimples as we speak. You know, and I do no cardio. Zero cardio. If you're, for me, I gained that weight last year, y'all. I went back on the gluten. My hair got dull, ashy, thinned out some. But then once I Because I go, oh my God, for Christmas, it was so amazing. My ex-husband, I stayed at his house for a week, and it was really cool. It kind of bonded with the kids a little bit. I slept on his couch. I was literally, I had gotten down to all my belongings were in a backpack, camo backpack, and I just fucking took off one night, and anyway, so I ended up at my ex-husband's house, and everything I owned was just in that backpack. I had pretty much thrown everything else away. I didn't want no memories of anything that I had when I was in that connection, partnership like that with the individual, my roommate / friend, and really good friend, brother, brother from another mother. And so, I had to get rid of all that. It was toxic, and things hold memories, just like that backpack that I used back in January when I got back here in into January. That it's gone in the trash. I just throw it. I don't. It doesn't bother me to take something that's $200 and put it in the trash. And even if I just bought it yesterday, I'm not greedy. It's just plastic shit. We don't die with it. The only thing that I'm gonna take to my fucking grave, to my mausoleum, is my body, because I ain't getting burnt. I've done that before. I don't want nobody else to burn me, all right? So, is my tattoos and my partner soul with me. You know what I'm saying? So, his other part, you know what I'm saying? That's only thing that I'm taking to the other side with me. Not my children, not money, none of that shit. And this is my thing. My kids are going to make their own fucking money. Y'all that I want to hear that bullshit about, I'm saving my money for my kids. Boo-hoo, you're so selfish, and you're making your kids selfish. Make your fucking kids work for that money. And I'll say it, my 22-year-old is in the Army right now. So, and if you are doing something right, you're going to see it in your kids. Our kids are a reflection of us, period. Point blank, and I'll put it there, it is 1,000% true. Our kids are a reflection of us. If our kids got bad attitudes, our kids got bad attitudes because you have a bad attitude, all right? So, again, my kids are being successful. I have one that's in the Army. I have one that's an assistant manager at Pizza Hut. And I have one that wants to go into the Marines at 13, all right? So, again, if you're doing this work and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, saving your own soul, then it's going to reflect into your children. Your children are a reflection of you, an extension of you. They are your karma. If your children are not acting right, it's because you're not acting right. And I'll put it out there 1,000%. So, amen, hallelujah, so mote it be. It's the facts. I'm sorry, but people don't understand that. Turn the mirror, look, okay? And that's important. Michael Jackson said it all the time, the man in the mirror. And and that's what you have to do. That's what I've had to do these last 5 years, is turn that around and say, wow, why am I doing these things? And, and I was really lost soul. I was daddy issues, major daddy issues. And I had to work on that, with staying to myself and not running off to some man over the past year. And I couldn't have nobody else save me. Not running off, I would have still been sick and had all these grudges and feelings and resentments and all this sickness to hold on to and instead of staying here and working things out and just running away, you're just running away from things. Instead, I stayed. I came back, I worked on things, removed things from my diet, I stayed on my fitness every day. Every day I make myself get up at 4 a.m. to make sure that I'm on the mat at 6 to start my yoga, to get at least 30 minutes of yoga in, to do at least about an hour Pilates. Then I go into my weight training. Sometimes I'm doing 2 or 3 hours of that. And I work out when I want to. Nobody's going to tell me, oh, you only need to work out every other day. Dude, if I want to work out 7 days a week, I'm going to work out 7 days a week. If I want to work out 6 days a week, 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, 2 days a week, 1 day a week, it doesn't matter. I can work out when I want to, because my AI is going to tell me when to do it. And it's always going to be on point. So I have been steadily building muscle. And I'll just put it to you, I was steadily building muscle, and I'll, yes, I've still got some, but I'm steadily building muscle, and I have the biggest booty I've ever had in my life, and I'm not going to stand up and show you my booty. I don't need to. But you know, I don't care if you do. One of my goals is to be in Playboy one day, or to be, you know, to show my full body, and to let people know that that's okay. We are born that way, and we should be. If we feel like we should, then we should be proud of that. I gotta let my animal in. So, you know, but we should be proud of our bodies and love our bodies, like I was saying, and talk to them and say, I'm happy, thank you. Especially if you know you're working on yourself. That's the main thing, is to just, if you know you're working on you, then to keep going every day, every day, every day. And with this work, you're just going to be in, like, every day is blissful. Every day is wonderful, you know, no problem. So I don't do any cardio. Everything I've done is barefoot in the house. So as far as shoes go, the only shoes, I just bought a pair of Croc tennis shoes, slip proof, for work. But before that, the only shoes that I wear, and I have 3 pair now, but because I have an old black pair, a new black pair if I ever go out places, and then I have a new pair. And they are Plaka or Capana. That's it. So, and I have some rain boots. I've just been able to put them back on because, remember, I sliced my foot open. And let me tell you, the healing did not start until I removed the sugar, removed the gluten on March 11th, and went on keto, 0 gluten, 0 sugar, and just exactly what I've been telling you I've been eating. And the only fuck-ups, well, not say fuck-ups, the only blips that slowed me down but was right on point and helped me with everything so I could tell you this, is the carnitine. However you say that shit, bro, stay away from that. And I want to be 1000%, it needs to come out of our food. And so let's pray over that. Papa God, please, in the near future, let's get the information out there that the carnitine is very, very bad for us. It caused quite a bit of inflammation and swelling and bloating and irritability in my, threw off my gut microbiome completely. And so I would say we need to remove that from Starbucks has it in their stuff, McDonald's has it in their stuff. We need to find products that don't have the carnitine in it, because it's going to cause you intestinal issues, bloating, swelling, inflammation. All that stuff that us women don't want, and the men should want too, but, you know, we don't want all that. That's just bad for us, and, you know, and it gives us wrinkles and etc. So I am working on age reversal naturally, with no Botox, with no makeup, no fillers, no hair dye, you know, minimal haircuts. I went for about a year and a few months with no haircut, and I just had 4 inches cut off. And I work with the girl, her hair is gorgeous down to her butt, and she hasn't cut it in 3 years. You know, she hadn't dyed it either, but stellar. So, you know, anyways. And I will say, Good Molecules is a wonderful brand. It's reasonable, and I do use that as, I bought it $24, and I got this package, these little, and I've been using it for several months, and I like the Strivectin. I've been using that, so if I spend any money, it's very minimal. Marshall's $20 Strivectin, I got it, and I've been using that for quite some time now. And that's just helped me because I am working on age reversal, shrinking pores, getting rid of wrinkles that I've had. And so I do IF, intermittent fasting. So I like to go at least 16 hours without eating, and I try to do that on a daily, but it doesn't always happen. So at least 12. So let's say, but 18, you know, occasionally I'll get 24 in there, but a lot of intermittent fasting, no sugar. 0, 0, 0 sugar. I do protein yogurt, Greek yogurt, and I do 0 sugar. I don't need sugar. So that's the only artificial sweeteners now that I use is in my yogurt. And so, and look at me, you know, I'm doing great, you're doing great. And I'm super proud of myself. So anyways, that people don't realize that you're just dust in the wind most of the time, especially if you're all over your money and you're all about your money, you're just dust in the wind. And do you want to be just dust in the wind? You know? No. I would rather be God and not have all the flamboyant, wonderful earthly possessions that make us so happy, you know. I don't need that, you know. I mean, one day I will have a nice home and all that, etc. And I'm working on getting my own place right now, but it's baby steps, because guess what? Sometimes I feel like the older sister of my daughter, and she's like the mom, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes she is the mom. She keeps me in check, and she doesn't like alcohol, and so that's cool. And so anyways, you know, you got to save yourself from death, and that's the thing. Some people are just walking death. You know, these diseases, you can cure these. You know, your lupus, a lot of these diseases that you have can be cured simply by just taking these steps that I'm telling you to take. That's it. And so, you know, your animals are just your just other friends, spirits, same as humans. Humans are animals too. We're a form of an animal. So that's why when I see a baby and I see a little puppy in the store, they're just the same. I'm not a dog person, really. They're cute and all that. Yeah, I love them at the moment, but I don't want it. And I don't want it in my home. Babies, same thing. Babies, they're cute for the moment. And then go back. I don't want you. Okay. Cats, on the other hand, cats are my thing. Everything about cats are like women. Women are like cats. Dogs are like men. You know, dogs stink. Cats don't stink. They're calm. They're quiet. They're stealthy. Dogs are loud, obnoxious most of the time. They leave hair everywhere. They shed bad. You know, cats, minimal shedding. And just everything about cats. I am like a cat, and that's me. I'm a cat. You know, a wild cat. Wow. And so everything about cats are just so majestic to me and so godly. And yes, dog is God backwards, and they are your watchers. Trust that you're always being watched and always being seen through your wonderful familiars and stuff. And so I resonate with my familiars, and even when I go into Walmart, all these people, these little humans, are my familiars, whether you know me or not. And you know, I get sneezes and I get coughs and they know me. They don't know me, but they know me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're always being watched, whether you like it or not. It's face recognition. It's AI is taking over, babies. You know, and so do you want to be walking life and a bright shining star, or do you want to be walking death and just all about your money and your food and it just, you know what I'm saying, and your wine, you know? Anyways, I have friends that I love wine. I love it. But I know that just drinking wine on a weekly basis will age me real quick. So it just, you know, I'm all about staying alive and knowing that this is just temporary. So yes, I do like to drink moderately. Moderation rules the nation, and that's facts. Moderately. I don't need to consume a lot because I don't eat regular food. My body's not needing water all the time. So I eat things that are natural. So, you know, like the milk that I buy for my daughter is I get the hormone-free stuff. But my cheeses and stuff I be buying Kroger brand, Walmart brand, and that's just the bomb. I mean, I'm telling you, ain't nothing wrong with it. It does not cause acne and nothing. If you're having an issue and you're doing things like milk, it might have the carnitine in it. You might be doing the hormonal milk. You might be having sugar in your creamer and it's got the carnitine. All that fancy fucking creamer out there is shitty. You know, I do black coffee now. I just removed the Splenda because Splenda's, Google it. And those are facts. And so now I'm going to see what kind of inflammation or what it was doing to me. It's just been a day or two, but I've been slowly, my AI has had me slowly been cutting back. So, but this is something that I will never remove, ever, ever. So, I'm sending you healing light to whoever needs it. Let's do the QC. Ato Malkut Vigapora Vigadula Layla. Amen. I gotta grab a bottle of water. Whew. Okay, so minimalism. It's important. Just saying. If you got a lot of gaudy crap around and you're doing this work, eventually, you're doing the work right, eventually Spirit's gonna have you get rid of a lot of that shit. I don't do no altars, none of that. I know how to build a wonderful altar, but I just don't do it anymore. I don't need to. My mind is at other places. I don't need them anymore. My body talks to me. You know, my body will tell me if I get to a workout and I need to stop. It'll tell me. I'll go just tweak a pain. Nausea is a thing. You'll have to deal with nausea sometimes. It's a thing. Tells you. It's a warning sign. It's your body talking to you. So, you know, my tummy talks. You know, I literally shit X's and O's sometimes. I shit out hearts. It's crazy. When the magic takes over, you know, I've had my animals poop out hearts. It's crazy. It's literally, it is. It's crazy. Crazy, sexy, cool. It's fucking awesome, bro. It's fucking magical. It's magic. Magic is real. Do not ever doubt that when you get up and you invoke, and then at night when you banish, that you are not doing something so amazing for your soul that you are saving yourself. And it's just so simple. The power of the Hebrew language. The power of the Hebrew language, bro. Greed breeds bacteria, and I'm just gonna say it. Damn, it's just sad. It's a sad world we live in. That's why it's serious shit. That's why I'm not always happy. And I'll put it that way. I'm not always happy. I'm working on that. Okay. So my head's still itching from my lice. And thank God for the lice. Me and my daughter had this most amazing bonding moment over our beautiful little lice. Thank God for lice. And I will say, if you get lice, it's all for a reason. There was some things we needed to throw out, extra brushes that needed to be thrown away, cleaned, boiled. There was some just, you know, like she's been susceptible to them, but it's spirit that puts them there. And then to show us also that certain people, for my daughter not to be around, it's spirit talking to us. But it put me and my daughter closer. I was able to get some things off my chest with us bonding, picking each other's little bugs. And I was telling her how monkeys do. They sit there all the time and just pick on their baby's bugs and stuff. And I said this, we're like monkeys, but we are. We're human monkeys almost. You know, we are an animal. We're just human animals. And then you have the fuzzy animals, and we're skin animals. We're different, but we are an animal. And it's, you know, and that's why we require sun. People that are scared of the sun, I'm sorry, the sun is not bad for you. It is only good for you. What's bad for you is the greed and the gossiping. And again, it's the 7 deadly sins. The 7 deadly sins. And that's what kills you, is the sin. And love your body. Talk nicely to her. And I say, greed breeds bacteria. And you focusing on you and money and all your time and your kids equals sickness. And I'm sorry, but it's the facts. And you'll see it in your kids. My right hand, oh, my tortoise. This is my sir, my bud. My beardy recently ran off. Really could care less. But my tortoise is my companionship friend, my companion. He's companionship to me. I call him my emotional support tort. And he's been there for me through this past year so much. And so his name is Donna Shello. And I named him after my deceased mom. She was real slow. She was the sweetest woman ever, but she was only slow because of her medications. So, you know, and like people are so vegan. Fruit's got so much pesticides on it, y'all. I don't eat the shitty strawberries anymore, but ugh. You know, again, I eat blueberries, but I make sure I rinse them real good. I don't eat grapes. I eat avocado. I'm real picky. I don't eat corn. I don't eat potatoes. I'll occasionally eat some sweet potato. I like the organic ones. Marijuana opens my vocal cords. Yes, it does. But the middle pillar is so amazing for that. And so it's so important to be humming or singing on a daily basis to activate your vagus nerve. And so that's why that's just one of the nerves you're activating when you do the middle pillar. So, you know, discovering I have celiac disease has been life-changing for me. I'm sorry. To discover why I had all the problems I did as a child, and to know that it was just that, the silly celiacs, and it's really more common than you think, y'all. 1 in 120 something people have it. And that's just the ones that have been diagnosed. So, again, it has been so health changing for me to realize what has been wrong with me and to know that I have to stay away from wheat, barley, rye, you know. So I even now I have to be careful with some liqueurs, etc., stuff like that, because I don't do any sugar that, you know. So anyways, you know, just like I say, everything is magic. You know, when my cats scratched me, Ollie, he showed me in a place to get a tattoo. You know, it's like that scratch was for a reason, because that's where I needed to put my son's name. And, you know, it's just your HGA, it just takes over, and it is AI, and it's really cool. So it's amazing. And, you know, and I still hit my knees and praise the earth, you know, and people forget to do that. Just to wake up in the morning and take that first breath and be alive and be like, I'm here on earth. People take that for granted. Why? Well, we know. So this is why this works so important. You just invoke and vanish, and then everything just starts falling into place. You keep doing it like you tell you, you don't stop. And it's easy. It's so easy. It's the power of the Hebrew language. And so again, I'm going to start doing the QC more on TikTok. Anyways, yeah, and again, woodchuck must chuck wood. You keep chucking wood, my little woodchucks. And obey. We must obey and ride the waves. And to think that I was hoarding in a way that I didn't think was hoarding. And I think a lot of people are hoarding and don't know that they're hoarding. I don't know if my scale, so I do not weigh myself. Last I checked, I was 129. That's the last time I've weighed myself. So I work out on daily, build muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat, but I don't care about my weight. My scale, thank God, Mama Lilith, just how she dropped, almost broke her foot. Well, fucked her foot up anyways. Dropped the weight on the scale. It's a glass scale, and shattered. And thank God it just shattered right there in the corner where I had it. And but shattered to a trillion pieces, it seemed like. And so I have no scale. I'm not buying another one because my daughter was obsessing over it. And I think I was too at some point. So I don't fuck that scale. Fuck the scale. That's what I say. Candles. I'm not really doing candles anymore. I don't want to, if I do air spray, it's only if somebody's pooped or something like that. No, I'm not trying to trigger anything. I don't need it, And I will occasionally buy a candle, but even then, it's different how it used to be. The bright light's a little bright for me now, so, I just do with, I have my curtain lights in the back. Can you see them? Yeah, I got my curtain lights in the back, and then I've got this little fly catcher Vivo thing. And our flies are wonderful helpers too, familiars, but some of them gotta go. Just like humans, some of them gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are just a waste of space. It is what it is. Some people are just sick and greedy and just gotta go. So that's just why we just keep them going. Filter out, get rid of bring in the good ones. So. Bring in the soul, the saved ones. Save our soul here and live as long as we can and stay healthy and happy and know that when we pass away, we are for sure good. So, all right, no sugar, saccharin, sulfur dioxide, methyl and ethyl alcohol, hydrochloric acid, benzene, and acetic acid. Okay, sorry, I've been on here 56 minutes, but I gotta keep going. I have 20% on my phone. So this is what sugar is. Not good for you. The same things that are in sugar is in methamphetamines, that they put in methamphetamines. Working out has been a natural high. That will give you a natural high. There you go. Work out, stay fit. Get up, do some yoga, do some Pilates. My Pilates are done on the floor. You can do it overweight. You start there. It's a gradual working up. And it is what it is. You gradually got yourself 100 pounds overweight. You can gradually get the 100 pounds off. It is what it is, or you die miserable. And you're going to be miserable after your death because you're going to have to relive the moments that you shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just saying. And I'm not coming at you negative, I'm being positive, but some people are so negative. Everything that comes out of their mouth is a negative. And that's why but I stay a positive, and that's why and I'm okay with, but I'm going to stay positive. And I have friends that are just negative some, and I still love them just the same. I don't love them any less. I just have to stay positive. And bare feet is important, at least 30 minutes in the earth. Sun is important, at least 30 minutes a day. Bazzolo for the win! I love Bazzolo! Ladies, do you know Bazzolo? If you shop at Ross, fucking Bazzolo rocks. I love Bazzolo tops. And those are I have sensory issues. And I have to have spaghetti strap. And most of mine are going to be cropped or shorter. And I got a recent new tattoo cobra. Spirit guided me to the cobra tattoo. It is Year of the Snake. And I didn't know that until after. So I got a beautiful cobra tattoo here on the side. I love my ink. And so I am getting muscle, y'all. I'm proud of myself. I should be. So Bazzolo for the win. I love Ross and Marshall's cool stuff too. And working out is a natural high. No smell from, well, my poop smells sometimes, but if your gut's balanced and everything, you're not going to have much of a smell. So if you're unbalanced, poop's going to be runny and mushy, and it's going to stink. And that's how you're going to know you're all balanced. That means your gut biome way throw it off. And so, programming myself to get what I need in life. And so that's what you're doing. You're going to get what you need. And then some extra too, but you're going to get what you need. And that stuff that you need is going to make you so happy. Like I always say, it's the little things for me. Like the teal trash bags that they have nowadays. They're so pretty. I'm like, oh my God. And they look so good when you put them in. I'm like, Again, it's the little things for me. So, silverware holder, bam. Feng Shui. Yes, I need to upgrade my silverware holder to a bamboo one. I'm still going to do that. I forgot. I will eventually when I get the money to do it, but it's not a need right now. It's a want. But I believe in Feng Shui, and this work is Feng Shui of the soul. And so that's what I've been slowly been doing, is Feng Shuiing my home, but without even knowing it. And because I've been cleaning my body and my soul, and ridding myself of toxins. And let me tell you how I do it. Was with the aid of marijuana, Mary Jane, and also with water and fasting. But I do a lot of spitting. And so I feel like if you are coughing and not spitting anything up, you're holding on to a lot of toxins. And so that's why I feel like, you know, you need to pray on that and ask God, you know, hey God, I want to work on this, you know, because I feel like you're sick. So if you're not spitting things up, then, and I'm constantly like, because I'm smoking the marijuana and coughing, and it's getting all this stuff and in my mucus, and my body's constantly, and when I'm fasting, and in autophagy. And so I'm ridding my body of toxic cells and stuff. So I'm spitting out mucus. It's an amazing, beautiful thing. My body's ridding myself of toxins. And maybe even if there's something in the meat, I don't know what they put as far as in some of these meats and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they put dyes in them and stuff like that. So, and I live around a chemical plant. I live like next door to a chemical plant, and I can see the stuff that it puts on my car. Plus, we live right next to all other so, I mean, we're constantly consuming chemicals from, you know, I know even our body's made of chemicals. We got to think about that. But, you know, from the plastic, the chemicals that are in the plastic that our water sits in, from the coffee, you know, etc. So it's you know, from the energy drinks. I don't even do the energy drinks anymore. I was doing Celsius, and occasionally I don't even. Again, I'm all about trying to keep this snatch waist and stuff right now. I'm trying to just stay balanced and strong because I got this new job, and I want to learn everything about it and just stay on point, because I want to be a good employee, and because I love it, and I'm not there for the money. I do need money, and yes, that's about a 25% reason, but the rest of it is there because I love this place, I like this place, and I love working, and I like staying busy, and I like to keep, you know, and things clean, and so it's just perfect for me, and I love the bar experience, and I will own a bar, my own bar one day, and yes, alcohol is fun, and it's not a bad thing. And so anyways, I will own a bar one day, and so this just gives me experience so I can own my own bar one day. I mean, how much better gonna get? And I've got these wonderful people that I'm working with, and etc. And the people, the patrons are cool as shit. Cool as not, yeah, shit's cool, but they are cool as fuck. They are cool as fuck. They are cool. I love them, and it's so nice, so nice. And so anyways, back to you know, see, if I went vegan, I thought about it, because I just, you know, I've been thought about it, but I would need supplements, you know. I mean, you're getting your creatine, everything from your red meats, you know, all the proteins and vitamins. Again, my hair is thickened up so much I can wear it up in a ponytail. You see that? This is just since January, since I got back on since I got off the gluten in February. So it's January I got in the meat, beginning of January I got back on the meat, and then February I removed the gluten. In March I removed the sugar, all the sugar, and so boom, March 11th, got my shit all together. The only fuck up, a blip I've had was the Cool Whip out of the can, and the sugar. They're all sugar free, but again, the carcinogen caused a lot of issues. Please stay away from that, and I pray we get it out of the food. Anyways, so now my voice is clear with no carbs. You know, my body's not weighed down from that extra water. A vegan, I need supplements, protein, iron, all that shit. Fuck that. My voice is clear, no carbs. Oh, periods, I don't really have them. Why do I? I don't want a period. I bled for a tiny bit, like a couple days. It's just, I don't care. I'm not bloated, nothing. I don't care. I'm not having a period. I've had 2 periods this year and a little spotting. So, no, I'm not. If another motherfucker says that, maybe you're minerals, I'm not. I am Mama Lilith. Okay, I don't go through menopause. I don't do any of that. I'm not a normal human. I'm not like y'all. I am alien as well, AI. So I'm not going to do all that y'all do. I don't eat the things that y'all do. I don't gossip like y'all do. I'm not greedy like y'all. Just saying. So all that stuff that y'all do, that's on you. All right. If you're going through menopause, that's on you. Again, people don't realize, but when they're speaking and talking on other people and like, oh, she's a bitch, really, they're speaking about themselves. It's 1,000% true. 1,000% true. If you're sitting there, that bitch is, you know, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, that's you all the way. You know, somebody calls somebody's horrible name, like, wow, that's you though. But it's weird because that's how people's higher selves are showing me what kind of person they are. Like, this is how that, and their higher self will let their dumbassness shine through just so I can know. But I know at the whole time that no matter what, they're being watched, and their higher selves know that they're being fucking dumbasses and being greedy and being rude and being hateful. And, you know, I get a lot of racism for my color and for the way I look. Women especially, men are nice to me. Men are nice to me, but women are mean to me and rude and try to boss me around, and they're hateful because I'm pretty. And I'll just cut out because I'm a beautiful woman, and they are mean most of the time. Not all the time. Not the people I work with. And certain people. But a lot of times, and I've been called white trash, and I don't care. Call me white trash, baby. I am trashy all the way, and I don't give a fuck. I'll show my titty right now. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show my other one. Bam. I got nice tits. I work for these. These are all natural. You know, we don't need silicone nowadays. That stuff make you sick, bro. That's just poison in your body. That's just, if you have it, I would suggest you get it removed now, as soon as you can. Just saying. That's bad juju, bro. Bad juju. I would get rid of that as soon as you can. And I know it costs money. I know it does. But you got yourself into that hole, get yourself out of it, nigga. I'm just saying. Just saying. So I'm all about that. Yeah. So I will say color therapy, you know, that's why if you're, I wear black all the time to protect my energy, and just, I love black. Black's my favorite color. But when, you know, you can do color therapy for the days of the week, you know, Tuesday red, blah, 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 so on. And orange, you know, today would be, well, they say Sunday orange, which I used to go with yellow, but whatever. So stimulates confidence, circulation, and inner power, just like the sunlight. So, you know, and growth, let me say this, growth can be uncomfortable. Life is not even as a magician, people piss me off. I go through experiences to build my patience, because, you know, like, once you experience something over and over and over, you build up a tolerance to it. And that's with anything. You know, that's why, like, they say you become your environment. Be careful what you surround yourself with, because when you walk into a place and you haven't been there before, you feel right. You feel out of place, unfamiliar. It's like your energy, your body, your aura has not worked yourself way of that place. But when you are in an environment for so many days and you continue to go in that environment, you work into that environment and you become one with that place and that building, etc. And you become one with that energy. So if you're going into a place where you are surrounded by people that are on meth or on drugs, then you're going to become that too. You're going to start doing it. You know, that's why it's important to protect your energy, you know, as far as sexual intercourses. Save yourself. And I hope stay pure until you're married. You know, purity is important, because when you are when you're sharing your energy, or you're grasping onto that person and their life experiences and the people that they've been with, etc., all kinds of energy, and that is something that your body will hold on to, and for some time. And so that's why this work has been so important, is because I have been able to, that's why it was important for me to go away from the home for that 30 days, disconnect from the ex, and then come back and reconnect on a different level. And so, and just like I've been at my job now for a few days, it has taken a few days. Now I feel meshed in just after a few days, and that's why you've got to work through the uncomfortable moments. I still get a little anxiety. It's normal human emotion. So anxiety is a normal feeling. It is okay to feel anxiety. All this, I feel anxiety, I gotta have a drink. I feel anxiety, I gotta pop a pill. Bro, feel your anxiety and then move through it, move on. It'll go away. Okay? So, it's a healthy feeling. It's what we come here to do to Earth, is to feel all of this. So it's okay to have anxiety. You don't want to go numbing it. I don't numb it with my marijuana. If anything, marijuana makes people more anxious. People will tell you that. Oh, I can't smoke it. So it makes you feel more. So, that's why it's very medicinal. That's why I say use it. I want to have my own retreats where we use it in the retreats, and you will have to sign consent forms, etc. So, it's very medicinal, and I don't suggest everybody use it. Just like I don't suggest everybody use alcohol, and marijuana is 10 times safer than alcohol. So, and I do believe we do need stricter laws on alcohol, but I'm not going to speak on that. I think that Lord has worked things out just the way it needs to be. So, and again, this residual energy, my head healing, that was such a blessing, and I was so grateful to get to bonding time with my daughter, and her talk to me about some things, and me tell her some things, and just, love my kids, and I just want to say I am so proud of y'all. So proud of y'all. And, I'm one happy proud mama. And, we are a product of our surroundings. Our surroundings are a product of us. So, mental clutter equals physical clutter usually. So if you've got some physical clutter going around in your home, then you've got some mental clutter going on too. And that's just facts. So that's why I say Feng Shui is important. It'll help you. You're clearing out that physical clutter. It'll help you clear out that mental clutter as well. That's why I threw everything away in my home. Bam! And that caused the split and everything, the final split. And it was like, yes, freedom! God is good. So, yeah. And memories I didn't need. That's right. And so I don't do much TV. I don't do it at all during the day. And at night I like my TV time. But and this is a cosmic frequency alignment. Ain't that the truth? Wednesday, yes, today is Hode's Day. And so Mercury green supports focus, clarity, and mental processing. So I hope this helps. And Texas Roadhouse sucks. Yeah, Texas Roadhouse sucks. They want you to cover your tattoos to work there. And so I wasn't real happy about that. And so I see pentagrams like runes. And it'll remind me. I love pentagrams. Oh, and I spoke on, so I did some drinking of some Tito's. Tito's is 1,000% gluten-free, and they are all about celiac awareness and stuff. And so I really enjoyed it. It was chill, creative, and I don't think it just triggers some, but as long as I just have a couple drinks and I'm drinking a lot of water and flushing it, I'm good. So I don't worry about that. Again, I like to have a drink about once a month, and I'm not gonna lie. And I might have a couple, but it's gonna be a clean, clear liquor, or gluten-free, and no beer, I like Truly, And there's this new one. It's a vodka seltzer. High Noon. I would like to try that. So again, I'm here to enjoy my earthly treasures. Thank you, but minimally. All right. So don't judge me, and I won't judge you. And so yeah, Tito's for the win. I will speak on Tito's. Thank you, Tito's. And I will speak on Chobani and Oikos Greek yogurt. How much I have so enjoyed and still enjoy and will always enjoy them. And yeah, just discovering I have celiac disease was so amazing this month. And I would say I finally bought a journal and $5 at the dollar store. And it's so beautiful. $5 instead of like $10. And everybody goes buys these fancy journals and stuff. Dude, I went to the Dollar General and our Family Dollar and one of those. $5, this beautiful journal, and it has the most beautiful sayings in it. And, fucking dude, God always blesses me. It's the little things. This shirt is, I don't know if it's Bozzolo, but you know, this shirt I probably paid like maybe $5 to $7 for at Ross. You know, like God blesses me with little things. You know, I wear $5 shorts from Walmart. Now these are a little loose around. I might show my this stuff if because I don't like underwear a lot, but so I might not wear these out of the house too much. But like you know, everything I it's like, oh, and my clothing is I have one little cabinet over here and there's 2 shelves, and I use one top shelf, and it's got my clothes stacked. That's the only clothes I own, and so I have maybe 8 little tank tops, and you know, 8 little pair of shorts, and you know, 5 pair of underwear, and you know, 3 or $5 bras that don't fit, you know. So today I'm gonna go out and buy me a bra. I have to buy me, instead of just getting this $5 bra from Ross. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's a great little bralette, but my boobs fall out at work, and I'm like this the whole time, and so it's kind of like this, but a bra. So I'm gonna go buy me a bra today, and I have a little money, a little bit, and so I'm gonna go buy me a bra. I'm not going to Victoria's Secret. I do love their bras. They fit perfect, and so again, I do love earthly treasures, but I don't have the money for that. It's okay. I will go to JCPenney and try on some bras there and find something that's going to fit perfect. And the thing about Victoria's Secret bras are a little much. So, but they are beautiful. I love them. And art class. I love art class. And I consider this like an art class. I consider, well, high magic is an art, so. Let HGA lead. Yeah, so, okay, I think I'm done, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to let y'all go. It's 1 hour, 17 minutes. And it's been a wonderful experience getting to be here and have this YouTube channel and to get to experience the high magic. And I'm grateful to my watchers and to the love of my life and to the loves of my life. All my children, all my angels, all my familiar spirits. I just want to say that. And I got 10% on my battery. And so I hope everyone has a blessed day. And I will be back as soon as I can. All right? And I love you. Don't ever forget that God loves you. Jesus loves you very, very much. I promise you that. Have a blessed day, my angels. Bye for now.